Good morning, everybody. Orange J here with another War of the Visions / channel update video, and this is going to be a new series of videos that I'm starting where on the weekends I'm not going to go really hard on making some like War of the Visions intense content video, but instead I'm going to steal an idea from another content creator out there, Dr. Diggs, who a lot of you know, former War of the Visions content creator, also played Ni no Kuni, is right now kind of trying to find a game for his channel to cover. I gotta say, his little weekend videos where it's just him in front of the camera being like, hey, here's what I think about things, seems really therapeutic. And especially as a content creator where I try to plan all my videos out and kind of keep a schedule, this seems like a really good way for me to just interact with you guys by just saying what's on my mind. So whether it's personal stuff, gaming stuff, I'm gonna take this time on the weekends to just make a little video about my channel and about things I want to talk about. And I'm going to start with War of the Visions because that is currently the only game I'm covering on this channel. And if I'm being honest, it's like one of the only video games I'm even playing. I just haven't had time to play other games lately, and so War of the Visions has been my gaming. And to answer a question I've gotten a lot of times from a lot of different people, I'm going to play War of the Visions until I don't like it anymore. I actually believe I'm to the point as a content creator where I could pivot to any other game I wanted to, more or less. Like within the realm of like Final Fantasy RPGs, like I feel confident in myself, like I could pivot to another game and have a successful YouTube channel, which is important to me because I've discovered that I really enjoy content creation. Like, yes, I'm playing War of the Visions because I love the game and I would play it regardless, but definitely being a content creator, like this interaction with the community, feeling like I am a big part of the community means a lot to me. Like, I'm just going to be honest, that means a lot to me, and so I really appreciate everybody who watches this channel, and I'm going to keep growing my YouTube channel in some way or another. And that kind of brings me to like this other thing that's on my mind, where I am a really competitive person, right? And I think people could probably tell that I like to get in there and compete with things. And when it comes to running a YouTube channel part-time, that's been really tough for me. Like that has been, I'll put it like this. When I got into making a YouTube channel, when I very first made it, I had targets, right? Like Cabbage was a target of mine. I was like, I want to have more videos. I want to have more views than he does. And then when I conquered that mountain, there was Dr. Diggs, who when I was making videos was the pinnacle of like War of the Visions content creator in terms of like number of people watching his channel. And I was like, hey, I know Dr. Diggs, he's my friend, I'm coming to get him anyway. And that was really motivating to me. It kind of drove me to improve my channel, keep making different videos, wake up at 2 in the morning to make news videos, all of that stuff. And when I had to put the content creation back as a side job and go back to school, it's been really tough for me to not like try to run the channel with that same competitive vibe and to just instead be like, hey, put out 5-6 videos a week, maybe 4 sometimes, and just be good with that. Guys, it's really hard for me to like just be good with it. That is not in my mentality. That's not something I'm great at. So yeah, I just wanted to say that. Like, that's not something I get the chance to talk about very much. Occasionally on a live stream, but most of y'all don't watch the live streams. Most of you are here for the VOD content, for the YouTube videos. So if anybody is seeing this, yeah, that's just something I feel like it's something I want to talk about. What else is on my mind right now? Well, okay, one thing is, I still really want Rugia. And I was on my little vacation with my wife in Miami for like 3 days, and I had all this paid viz, and I was like, you know what, I'm going to throw one paid pull at Rugia so I could do that bingo board, and I didn't do it. I stayed strong because I was like, no, I want to record that, and if I hit him, it'd be like an epic moment, and if I didn't record that epic moment, I'd be really sad. So I'm going to do it at the end of the stream. I'm going to do it at the end of this recording right here. I'm going to make one YOLO pull for him. I got those 4 tickets too, so we'll see what that's all about. Now, as far as the future of War of the Visions and my channel, like I just said, I am going to keep covering War of the Visions as long as I'm playing it. Like, I feel like I have a nice vibe. I've got my community built, and as long as I'm loving the game, I'm going to keep covering it here. We're about to hit a really busy time in War of the Visions. The 3rd anniversary is dropping at the end of this month, so I do expect to see, like, like a flow of some new players, another flow of returning players, and I want you guys to just be cool with them. Like, anybody who's new here, whether they're here for Addison Rae, which I'll talk about that here in a minute, or they're here for the Final Fantasy VII collab or the Full Metal Alchemist collab, whatever reason they're here for, guys, we used to be, like, the entire War of the Visions community used to be this super welcoming place, and there's been some controversy over the last 4 years. That is what it is, but we should still be a good home for players who want to come here and enjoy the game. Most people who play War of the Visions are casual players. They're not into the controversy. They don't care about most of that stuff that, like, people who are on Reddit or Discords or all of that all day. That's not most people. Most people just want to play the game, have fun, spend a few bucks here or there, and that's their vibe. And I want to be really welcoming to people whose vibe is that, as well as, like, the more hardcore people and the community that I've already built. So if you're in my community, hey, be cool to the new players that are coming in. Let's continue to grow this game. And I'm really hoping that War of the Visions has a successful 2023, especially with some official tournaments creeping in. That was a big win for me personally, and that's what I'll talk about next, is like that has been, I feel like, and I might be wrong about this, the company has not told me this, no one who works for the company has told me this, but I really feel like we would not have had the official tournaments that we've already have had. English, y'all know I don't speak English well, but we've had some official tournaments, and we might have some more official tournaments. I don't feel like those exist without the Friday night fights that I've been running and the people who've been participating in Friday night fights. So I want to take a moment right here to thank every one of you who's ever played, watched, interacted with the video, anything to do with the unofficial tournaments. That also includes people like Kason that are out there running their own tournaments. Like, guys, without our unofficial tournaments, I really don't feel like Global would have ever gotten the official tournament scene that I hope we are starting to develop. And so I just want to, like, revel in that for a minute. Like, that was a big accomplishment and a good example of how hard work and dedication can get stuff done. So just big thank you to everybody out there who played in, participated in any way with mine or anyone else's unofficial tournaments. Feels good. Feels good. All right, that out of the side. Let's talk about Addison for a minute. Now, here's the first thing I want to say about Addison Rae. This has been eating my head up a little bit because I anticipated her unit already being here. And I don't know if I, like, read that somewhere or someone implied that in a post or something, but she needs to get here soon, especially if she's going to be a unit that we have to pull for. Now, if she's a giveaway unit, if she's something we all just get for free, release her whenever you're ready. Like, take your time, get her perfect, release her whenever. But with all of the big stuff coming out, Final Fantasy VII, Full Metal Alchemist, 3rd anniversary, there is a ton of use for our Visior coming up in the next 2 months. It's a really weird time to drop some, like, big global first unit like that. In fact, I'm just going to call her a global exclusive unit, because is JP really ever going to get the Addison Rae unit? And I think most of the people that were really ever mad at me for calling stuff global exclusives had probably quit the game by now. So welcome back, global exclusive terminology. Anyway, get her out. Get her out here. Like, right now, we're in a little bit of a lull for the game, and we've definitely all felt that. And something I've learned about these, like, mobile gacha games that update every week, you can't hit a lull like this for very long. Think about a game like Echoes of Mana, which came out like firing, and it was so much fun, and then it, like, immediately hit a lull. And the only thing to do in the game was, like, the next big PvE event, which literally required you to pull the next banner unit, and it just felt like, wait a second, we're never getting out of this lull, are we? And it turns out we never did. Like, that game felt incomplete to me. It felt like they needed just more content, and even just a couple of months in War of the Visions, essentially in between the Dragon Quest collaboration starting and this 3rd anniversary, I've just felt like there hasn't been enough, like, big grab your attention events or collaborations. And man, like, you feel it. I think the player base feels it, and I believe that when the FF7 remake collab hits again, the 3rd anniversary, Full Metal Alchemist, all of that, I think we're going to see this, like, massive resurgence of players, both coming to the game for the first time and coming back. And man, oh man, like, these lulls, whew, they're rough. So, no more lulls, get Addison Rae out, especially with, she was really highly promoted, right? Like, really highly promoted. I would love to know when she's coming out, or just get her out now. Like this next coming week. Just drop her as a surprise or something. That's what I'd like to see. Maybe they've said more than that. I've been super busy, haven't been able to pay attention. Alright, I think that's it. Let's do a poll. You know what? This is just a freeform video. Let's go ahead and throw the poll in there. I've rambled for a little bit. I'm going to go to Rugia's banner. I'm going to use my 4 tickets first because that's a smart thing to do. Let's see if we can get him in 4 free tickets. Show me a gold book. It literally never happens, and that's... If there is a spectrum of books, one end of the spectrum is brown, the other end is gold, and this is the wrong end of said spectrum. Now, maybe we'll get some change. You never know. We did get Murmur. We did get Severo. We did get Murmur again. Yeah, that was bad. Okay, we didn't count on that. That was not... we were anticipating nothing right there, and we certainly earned what we anticipated. Now, this is the last poll I'm going to do for this guy. I just have a lot of paid viz, and it would be cool to finish his bingo board. So I'm going to go for it. Here we go. Last poll, paid viz, silver book in it. It's going to be a unit. Let's spin that wheel. We got a chance for some change right here. So we're going to click through. Okay, wait. Ooh, I thought I fast clicked that. I thought maybe that turned to a rainbow and I like fast clicked it and it didn't work out. All right, here we go. Something I could talk about right here. Okay. Hold on. Before I talk about that, did it work? Did we succeed? Mashari. Now, we're guaranteed another rainbow. This one's going to change. So, before I pull this, let me say what I was going to say before I forget. As someone who is now a part-time content creator, and I've been that way for this whole school year, and I've been trying my best to portray like full-time status still, but as a part-time content creator, like I'm obviously not making as much money from the YouTube channel, the streams, all of that. So I've got to learn how to like control my spending a little bit more to make my like gacha gaming something that is still like makes sense for me without that like full income stream that I was getting before. So something I'm gonna have to learn to do is skip some units, which if you ever get in the pattern of skipping nothing, it's hard to get out of that pattern. Rugia for me is definitely one of those units that it was going to be one of my first skips, and then here I am doing one more poll, which you should probably never do. And did I get him? No. So there we go. I will go ahead and skip him. That was a good poll, honestly. So there we go. Rugia, I'll pick him up later. Just gonna keep finishing his stuff. That was fun to do. Added a little bit to the video, and that's about it, guys. So that's kind of what's on my mind. Really busy in life right now. We are remodeling our house still, and that is approaching. That's probably going to be done this summer. My wife's schedule, she's still working nights, and so man, I got a lot of days where I'm like full-time dad duty after work. I've also got parent-teacher conferences coming up this week, which is going to be insane. So this week is going to be, man, max energy week for me. And then I have spring break where I'll keep rolling out that content, and ooh, I'm looking forward to it. I need that week off. Then there's only 8 more weeks in the school year. Only 8 more weeks, and then summer break, that sweet spot of being a teacher where you most people don't know this, but we don't get paid during the summer. That's not that we don't get paychecks. Now, I still get my paychecks because I choose to like spread it out over the course of 12 months instead of only getting it for like those 9 or 10 that we're paid for. But I don't care. Honestly, don't care. I just want those months of taking a break, taking a breather, and getting ready for next school year. So guys, it has been a pleasure being a content creator for you. I hope this video's format was okay. I'm definitely going to rewatch it. I'm posting this. Like, it's freeform. I'm going to post whatever I record. But I hope it was enjoyable for those of you who watched it. Thank you for watching if you did, and I'll catch you next time. Peace.